The armies face off near a ravine known as Michmash Pass. According to the Bible, the Israelite force is divided into two units. Jonathan commands about 1,000 troops at one end of the ravine. Saul leads a force of about 3,000 on the ridge. Camped at the other end of the ravine is the Philistine army. It is during this Philistine advance that Jonathan decides to take matters into his own hands. The Bible states that Jonathan and his weapons bearer discover a secret pass through the ravine. They then approach the rear of the Philistine army and attack. At this point, it is likely that the Israelites have been influenced by the military technology of the Philistine fighting force. While the spear is still heavily utilized, Jonathan and his sword-bearer would likely fight with the straight sword instead of the sickle sword. The round shield likely replaces the rectangular shield. In ancient societies, the weapons bearer is not just a ceremonial figure. He is a warrior, a trusted companion, and a personal bodyguard of sorts. He usually serves a king, or in Jonathan's case, a prince.
It says in the Bible that Jonathan and his sword-bearer killed 20 Philistines.
At this point, Saul unleashes his force into the ravine and attacks the Philistines.
But now, if you could kind of imagine, two sizable groups of men, perhaps, and it's hand-to-hand fighting all the way. The advantage, of course, lays with Saul and the Israelites. Why? They're light infantry.
Light infantry relies on speed and mobility. The Philistines are heavy infantry. Their spearmen would try to form into phalanx, or a tightly interlocked square of several rows of soldiers. But on this terrain, the phalanx falls apart.
Their inability to form into phalanx leaves them almost defenseless. A spearman, with all that heavy equipment standing out on the ground. So at the end of the day, what happened is a significant defeat on the part of the Philistines inflicted by Saul.
Saul wins the day and chases the Philistines off the central mountain ridge. It is a decisive and strategic victory for the Israelites. But the Philistines will have their revenge.